dreamt about you last night. Woke up with tears running down and I asked why.
Hello folks, welcome. My name is Will and I'm going to lead you through a series of stretching with the band today. I'm going to be using an unlooped band, but you can grab whatever you've got handy. Let's go ahead and start. So we're going to start standing. We're going to grab our blue band and we're going to get a nice tricep stretch by taking this behind us. Obviously, the higher you grab on the band, the deeper you're going to feel this, the more tension there's going to be. So you're going to hold here, take a little tug down with that bottom arm, and take a little lean over, getting the obliques and the triceps. Now this is static stretching, which means we're holding still, but if you do want to make it a little more dynamic, a little more active, you can add some movement, releasing and pulling. And you always want to stop at that first point of tension. Stretching is not a place where you want to push through and force yourself. Nice. We do a lot of tricep dips, a lot of overhead tricep presses, tricep kickbacks in class. This one might be nice and handy for you. Let's take this a few more times. Two more. Last one. And of course, we want to stay even, so let's go ahead and switch sides. Here we go. I'm going to give you a little time in between these because sometimes it's really awkward to find exactly where that band should go. Here we go. All right, let's take that stretch. Don't forget to breathe. Just like in class, holding your breath is not going to help you. Exhaling, thinking of breathing into those muscles that you're stretching. The muscles we're stretching right now, the back of the arm, the triceps, and then the side of your body, the obliques, the part of the core that helps us stand up evenly straight. Let's take that a few more times. One more. When you're ready, we're going to take the band. I want you to take this behind you. You don't want a ton of space in between your arms, and you're actually going to take your palms up here. You're going to bring it in front, and we're going to open up our chest. This is also a bicep stretch. Any time where your arm is long like this, you're stretching your biceps. And remember, if you'd like, you can just hold still, or if you're following with me, we're going to open up a few more times here. Think about inhaling through the nose, exhaling, opening up. Let's take our last two stretches here standing, and then we're going to make our way down to your mat, down to the floor, wherever you are. One more. Excellent. So important to think about your breath. We're going to come down to the floor now, and I'm going to take you through a series for our legs. Obviously, a part that we use a lot here at Physique. So we're going to start by laying down on our back. You're going to loop the band around your foot. And remember, you are always in control of how tight this is, how much tension you've got in the band, by how high you're grabbing up. All right, so this first stretch is going to be for your hamstring. If you're someone that has a tight, low back normally, it's almost always either caused by a tight hamstring or if not, exacerbated by it. So it's a really great idea to live here in this hamstring stretch. You want it about the ball of your foot. And you want to think about flexing your foot, bringing your heel up to the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. It's not about how close your thigh is to your chest. It's about getting the legs straight. So let's take a few breaths here. Right, and we're looking for that feeling of stretching, of elongating the muscle. A lot of times when muscles are sore, it's because they're contracted, and we're trying to release that and lengthen. And here, if you do want to make this one a little more active, you can take a little pull in. Just make sure you're not crunching, right? We want to keep our head, neck, and shoulders still relaxed. It's part of the reason we're using the band instead of grabbing our leg, right? Let's take this a couple more times. Last one. Nice. Keep the band exactly where it is. we're gonna get an outer thigh stretch. So you're just gonna turn your thigh in a little bit so that your right toe is pointing towards your left shoulder. Then you're gonna take your right foot over just an inch. It's not gonna take much. You don't want your hip to lift off, your hip stays down, and you're gonna feel this right away. You're gonna know when you find it for most of these stretches. And remember, you wanna exhale and release a little more. Nice. Should be a little restorative. We're always trying to find balance in our bodies, right? So if you've got a tight muscle, that means that muscle is over-contracted. We're trying to release that so we find that balance again. Let's take one more breath here. Nice. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna take our toe and point it outwards on the diagonal and just open up a little bit. This is gonna be for your inner thighs. Same thing, you don't wanna let your left hip lift off the ground. Nice. And if you don't have a band, sometimes you can use a towel for some of these stretches too, depending on the length of your towel. Everybody's body's different. So this blue band might be too much for you. That's A-okay. Excellent. All right, and then we're gonna not use the band for this one, but we are gonna take our right knee all the way over. Let your hip move this time, and look over your right shoulder. Ooh, see, I got a little back crack right there. If you do have a little back crack or a little crack in your spine or your shoulders, do not fret. That is completely normal. That's just air escaping your joints. And usually a good sign that you should be moving more. And this spinal flexion is so important for your spinal health. It's how we like to start a lot of our classes. It's a little more active when we do that, when we're pulling our arms down and we're twisting, lifting our legs. This is a static or non-moving version of that. Next, let's go ahead and switch sides. Take the band around your left foot, extend it up, and right away, it shouldn't take much. Remember, you don't have to have your knee into your nose. It's about getting the legs straight. Nice. And like I said, most people's hamstrings are tight. When I talk about the evolution of humans, humans have not been made to sit for long periods of time. It's not quite how our bodies are made. So our hamstrings are working overtime. Just make sure you give them a little love. Nice. Let's take one more breath here, and then we'll get into that outer thigh again. Sometimes you feel like there's not much that you can control, but one thing that you can always control is your breath. So find a little solace in that. When you're ready, taking your toe, turning your thigh in so your toes face your right shoulder, and bringing that just an inch over. That's all it's gonna take. Maybe even half an inch, depending on how tight that outer thigh is. And we always work your thighs in class. And then maybe doing a little check-in on the rest of your body. Where are you holding tension? Nice. And then we're gonna turn our thigh out, take it just a few inches over. You might have to wiggle around till you find that spot. Like I said, everybody's body is different. We all hold tension in different places, depending on so many different factors. So there's no one size fits all here. But you do want to try to keep your right hip down. So remember, on the exhale, think about releasing more. Maybe not even releasing the muscles, but relieving stress, releasing stuff that you can't change, and focusing on the breath, the thing that you can. Nice, and then let's take a spinal twist here. So just release the band, take your left knee over, looking over your left shoulder. And it's so important, folks, to look at that arm that's over, because your spine extends all the way up behind your eyes. Your skull sits on top of your spine. So in order to get that full flexion, you have to turn your head. If you want to apply a little pressure, make it a little less static, you're welcome to do that. Remember, stretching is not a time where you want to push, where you want to press. It's a time where you want to think about releasing. Let's take a couple more breaths here. One more. Deep inhale in. And then exhaling out. For this next series of stretches, we're going to be facing the floor. We're going to stretch out your quads, your quadricep, as well as getting into your hip flexors. So what I want you to do, like I said, it can be a little awkward to find where the band is, but you want to wrap it around the front of your foot, face the floor, and then you're going to grab both ends of the bands by your head, depending on how long your band is. And I want you to keep your left knee down here, okay? Because we're gonna do two different stretches. First is our quad. So you're just gonna bring your heel in. You might have to bring it under your arm. You should feel a nice stretch right here in the front of your leg. Nice. You can relax your head here if you feel some tension creeping in. I find it very useful to think about extending past through that left kneecap, through the patella. Let's take one more breath, and then we're going to move into our hip flexors. So you're just going to keep the band exactly where it is, but I want you to lift your left knee up off the ground. So now we're stretching this part of our hip flexor. Anytime where you're sitting, where you're kneeling, where you're driving, where your hips are at 90 degrees, like when you're kneeling for like a proposal stance, right? Your hip flexors are activated. So it's a very overactive muscle in most people, especially if you're sitting a lot at work, sitting a lot at home. And you're gonna feel it right in front of your left hip. Nice. And be careful not to prop yourself up and do an arch in the back. That'll travel into your low back, and we want to get rid of tension, not add tension here. Nice. Let's take a few more breaths here. You can always rest your forehead on your arms. Let's take one more breath, and then we're going to switch sides. Remember, sometimes it takes a little wiggle to find that spot. Excellent. Let's release and get the other side. All right, here we go. Remember, for this first one, your knee is down. We're stretching the quad, the top of the thigh. Quadricep means 4 heads. That's how many heads. That's how many insertion points the muscle has, right? So a lot of muscle there to stretch. Anytime we're doing thigh dancing, anytime we're doing an upright position, anytime you're at a lunge, you're using your quadriceps to help you either stabilize, or sometimes it's even the main mover. So give it some love. Nice. Let's take a few more breaths. Try to release any tension that's creeping in, like the tension in my neck. And then when you're ready, lifting the knee up off the ground, getting into the hip flexor. And remember, you control the tension, right? If you're not feeling that stretch, maybe you pull a little deeper. If you're feeling it too much, release a little bit. If you're feeling it somewhere you shouldn't, try to release that. And I highly recommend here breathing in through your nose, right? There's been some interesting studies recently about why breathing through your nose is so good. It activates all different parts of your body. Something that's been done in yoga for generations. Let's take a few more breaths here before we finish up.
Starlit sky, our love secret.
And then slowly release the leg. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves to sitting. Just release the band. This is a fantastic stretch series to bring into your everyday practice, before class, after class, whatever works for you. Maybe you had a stressful day at work. Let's finish with some breathing. So I like to sit cross-legged, but if you want to be on your shins, whatever works for you. And we're just going to close our eyes and breathe through our nose. And then exhale through your mouth. Let's do it again. If you ever are at a point in your life where you're feeling agitated, where you feel that panic response of either fight, flight, or freeze, the number one thing that's going to help you to calm down is making your out breath longer than your in breath. So let's take an in breath for 4, and then out for 8. Nice, again. And then out. Excellent. Hopefully you feel a little more calm than when we started. Remember, if you've got any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And I hope to see you again soon. My name's Will. Have a fantastic rest of your day.